Let's walk and talk. This could be a fun one. I've done 2 videos on equitation a couple years back. You should go look at them. They caused some controversy, but I stand behind everything that I said in those 2 videos. I actually shot what I'm about to shoot right now earlier in the year. I just never posted it. So we're going to reshoot it. But before we do, we're going to have a little bit of whiskey. This is my favorite bottling of Knob Creek that they do. It's a 9-year single barrel reserve. They proof it to 120 proof or 60% alcohol. Knob Creek is good, but it's not one that I would reach. There are others in its price point that I would reach to more, but the 9-year single barrel reserve is very good. It has a little bit solventy medicinal note to it, but it's very solid bourbon, and yeah. Yeah, it's all your wood notes, vanilla, caramel. It's less astringent on the palate than normal Knob Creek. A little bit more fruit, not as solventy on the palate. Very good. As you can see, I'm sitting here in my mini ponies paddock. I'm hoping that one's going to walk by before we do this. But let's talk about equitation, and specifically the USET Talent Search Medal. So specifically the USET Talent Search, because they promote themselves as, and what the point of the USET Talent Search is to help develop the next generation of top jumping riders. Some of the other medals that have, Hunt Seat and Washington, that have more hunters, they don't really model themselves as necessarily training the next generation. So let's read USET's mission statement. This is from the U.S. Equestrian website. I'm going to read it. The USEF Show Jumping Talent Search Program plays an important role in developing top jumping riders by encouraging junior and young riders to develop the skills that lay the groundwork for future international successes. It addresses the principle that form follows function, and that it is important for a rider to have equitation basics and a solid jumper seat position in order to become an effective jumper rider. The Talent Search Program fosters this tradition in the U.S. jumping and builds on preparing the next generation of international jumper riders. It's their words, not mine. It's interesting, and I've never understood. I think this is something that I should have touched on in my first 2 equitation videos. I think this whole statement is wrong, personally. Because I get the idea. You teach the next generation of jumping riders by riding. Dope. The problem is, there's so many other aspects to being a top-level jumping rider than jumping. And if you only learn how to ride, you don't learn all of the other skills. And with the USC, the Talent Search, you're only rewarding kids on how they ride. But like I said, there's so many other skills, and they should weight those other skills as well. I would rather be a not natural rider, but be really good with my vet care, with my horse management, with working with sponsors, really good with my eye and finding horses that match my style and I can ride, really good at scheduling, really good at all of the stuff. I'd rather be great at that and less talented at jumping. Because if you can't find a sponsor, it doesn't matter how you ride. If you can't keep your horse sound, it doesn't matter how you ride. If you can't pick horses for yourself, it doesn't matter how you ride. Riding is the end goal. If we're trying to train the next generation of jumper riders, we should reward all the behavior and the skills needed to be a top jumper rider, not just the riding. I've seen so many, and the U.S., think about it, guys, we've created a lot of top jumper riders. Where are they now? Well, they couldn't manage their sponsors. They ran their horses till they went lame. They couldn't find new ones that matched them unless someone else did it for them. They couldn't actually run the business of show jumping. They could ride, but they couldn't run the business of show jumping, so then their riding can't take them there. But if I'm really good at finding horses for myself and really good working with sponsors, then that gives me so many more chances to ride, and I will learn. We reward asymmetrically the way the U.S. talent search works. You're only rewarding what they do in the saddle. I would say we need to reward other things as well. There should be a written test. Like if you're becoming a master sommelier, it's not just about drinking wine and, saying what does it smell like? What does it taste like? You also have written tests about all the other knowledge you need. You also get schooled on your etiquette for how you present the bottle and how you engage with future wine drinkers, as you have to do. It's about the whole thing, not just how you can taste wine, to go through the Master Sommelier course. And we need to do the same thing with our next generation. There should be written courses, written tests, and they should be rewarded when they do well. There should be other competence exams or competence tests that are, finding horses, or like being able to see videos of horses and being able to pick horses. Teaching them how to work with potential sponsors. I bought a pig a few years back that a friend of mine's kid raised through 4-H. And part of that program in learning how to raise that pig, the kid then has to call potential buyers, tell them how they raise the pig, try to sell them on their pig. It's not just about can you raise the pig. They have to do the whole thing. And we need to do that with our next generation. They need to learn all the skills, and we need to reward people who can do all the skills. If we just have a nation of riders, we have no horsemen. And we need to train more horsemen and fewer riders.